And we're off. It's time for another exciting video of Talking All Sports on the Spencer's Sports Network. Spencer can't contain himself with laughter. He's just overjoyed to be back on the I mean YouTube, to put another video. Okay, Spencer, what do you want to talk about this time? It's been a long time.
So, we're going to talk about the Houston Astros and Major League Baseball's way of giving the Astros immunity in the cheating scandal. So, we're going to start off with my dad. What do you think should have happened? And what do you think about the Astros going into 2020?
Their title should have been stripped. The players who cheated should have been punished. And they should have possibly been banned from baseball. Aaron Judge should be awarded the MVP for the 2017 season. Jose Altuve should have his MVP belt taken away. The World Series trophy should be banished from Houston.
For the rings.
And they might have to suffer relegation.
So,
Except for the last part, everything I said was accurate.
yeah. Well, what I think of what happened in this way is 2017, we thought the Astros were the start of a dynasty. They beat the Yankees, they beat the Dodgers, and this came out in November. A former pitcher, Mike Fiers, had told the Bleacher Report that they cheated using a garbage can and a camera in center field. What they would do, instead of being a garbage can whenever a curveball, changeup, whatever thing, any pitch off speed, they would bring a garbage can. And it gave the hitters an advantage of knowing what was coming before the pitch came.
Right.
So, it's sort of like, you can, if, like Giancarlo Stanton, who plays for the Yankees, if he knew what was coming, he would 80-plus home runs.
I believe him.
It's an advantage for the players, because if they know what's coming, it's sort of like, they don't have to guess, and it makes everything for the team easier. And Altuve, and then they had a new thing with the buzzer, with that they had a buzzer because it was so loud in Houston they couldn't use a garbage can. Do you think that actually happened?
I do.
Do you think and Miguel Cabrera, who has really declined, spoke with Altuve about it, and Altuve said he never cheated. He looked him in the eye, apparently, and that means that Cabrera believes him. That's not. Major League Baseball gave the Astro players, they just let them go. I mean, and then the fact with all the rule changes, like we'll talk about that later. But with all the things like
Good point.
With Manfred, he's a terrible commissioner. He really does not know anything about baseball. He's changed it ever since he became commissioner of baseball. Baseball has become faster. It's become way different than what people that are, 80 years old what they grew up with.
You mean like me?
They're scratching. Anyway, so I think the Houston players, 3 people losing their job is not going to affect nobody. And a $5 million fine is nothing.
Yep.
Fine them at least, the minimum should have been $30 million or higher. And then send all the Astro players to AAA, and bring the team up from AAA up.
That's the Houston Asterisks.
Yeah, the Asterisks.
And, this Mike Fiers guy, let's look at this a little bit. I understand he was traded to the Detroit Tigers first, and he didn't say a word about the cheating scandal. Because, the Tigers were in last place, and they weren't in the same division as the Astros, struggling franchise. Then he gets traded to Oakland, that's in a hot pennant race with the Houston Astros, and all of a sudden he's a canary.
Mm-hmm.
He's singing.
Yeah, and it's just the way that I think the Yankees had them in a chokehold.
They did. The Yankees should have won that series. The Yankees probably would have been world champions because they were better than the Dodgers anyway. For all you Dodger fans out there, grow up. That's exactly what would have happened. The Yankees probably would have swept the Dodgers, as they usually beat them. I don't know how many times they played them.
A
lot.
I remember 1950. Around that time.
You remember?
Well, I don't remember. I just know. The Dodgers and the Yankees played 14 times in the World Series. Dodgers won once.
The only time the Dodgers won before they actually moved to Los Angeles, they always lost to the Yankees in the World Series, was 1955. They beat the Yankees finally. And then they won the Dodgers. They moved to Los Angeles. This is all off memory now. They beat the Yankees in 1963. They won the World Series again in '65, but they played the Twins. Then they beat the Yankees in 1981. So that's basically it. Every other year, 77 and 78, the Yankees beat the Dodgers twice in a row. And they have it over them, just like the Yankees have it over the Red Sox too. So all you Red Sox fans, just grow up.
Mm-hmm. And you know the Dodgers, their team wasn't that good that year. They're just put in a really easy division. You know, the NL West doesn't have that much competition, and they win 100 games a year. And they go to this year. It was a disaster for them. They could not compete against other big teams. The Nationals really crushed them. And you know, with what's happened with the Astros and the Dodger fans saying, "Oh, we were cheated out of the World Series." The Yankees had them 3-2, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere. Because if you look back at the series, the first 2 games were in Houston. They lost 2-1, 2-1 both games. And then all of a sudden, when the Astros did not have their cheating advantage, they lost 3 games by a lot.
Right.
And it was all of a sudden, 3-2. And then all of a sudden, our pitchers can't pitch. Our hitters can't hit. And the Yankees were never like that in the year.
Right.
They didn't have 3 games where they won, and then they had another 2 games where they lost. They were, for a team that the year before never made the playoffs,
Right.
were consistent. And out of nowhere, they're losing these games where you expect them to win the game. They were better. There's no way the Astros deserved that. The Astros deserve to get the title away, go to Houston, take the ring, take the trophy, and go home. There's no winner that year. Pretend it was a strike. Nobody wins the trophy. They shouldn't give it. Just say it's just no one's trophy.
Well, I think the Houston players are going to pay a price all year long. Everywhere they go, they're going to be targeted by the fans and the opposing pitchers. I have a feeling a lot of them are going to get hit by pitch.
Mm-hmm.
They might lead the league in hit by pitch, break all sorts of records. Hopefully the new manager can straighten things out over there, although I don't think they're going to continue their evil ways.
They can't.
No.
They're not going to go there.
Because the next time they're not going to be given immunity like they were this time. They were basically given carte blanche. That's a French term. It used to be a credit card. Carte blanche.
Carte blanche.
Right.
But I do think what the Astros are going to have to do is just be quiet. Because the more they speak, the more they curse, the more they try and, make themselves look better, they're making themselves look worse.
Yeah,
because
right.
Carlos Correa is defending Altuve for everything. He's saying he didn't want a shirt ripped off because he had a tattoo. That's ridiculous.
Show us the tattoo. I don't believe it for a second.
And the minute when, trust me, if you hit a walk-off home run to go to the World Series, you don't care what they do.
Right.
But the minute he sees them, he points at his shirt and closes it together. But in the middle of that, people say they can see like a white little thing in his chest.
Well, first he said he was shy.
He was shy that his wife was gonna be, getting in trouble. And then it went from the wife to the tattoo. And if you watch the game, when everybody was jumping around, he got through everybody. He ran right to the clubhouse and changed.
Right.
Why are you running to the clubhouse if you won the pennant?
I don't know.
So, the Yankees deserve to, the Yankee fans are going to be really, really rude to them this year. It's not going to be pleasant for the Astros. Astro players say they're disrespectful. Well, they're really going to hear disrespectful this year.
I agree.
They're going to be really, really giving it to them. And the more they speak about how they didn't do anything, the more of a joke you're making out of yourself.
Yeah.
So they should just stop talking. They shouldn't even bother to continue making everything worse. They're making everything worse for them.
Yeah.
And the more they speak, it's just the more pitchers are going to be angry. Fans, everybody.
That's the Pope. It's an important message from Rome. We're about ready to call it a day on this video because we like to keep them a little bit shorter. We're almost at 10 minutes because we know that you people out there in TV land don't have have a lot of things to do, and also we don't want to push your attention span. So we're going to be back tomorrow with another topic, exciting as always, lively conversation about talking all sports. So don't forget, send your messages, smash that like button, and subscribe. Is that how you say it? Okay, so also comment. Only positive comments, no haters. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye bye.